All right, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. I don't know whether people can actually see this right now, so if you can see this, hold on. We're actually going to get serious about this in just a second, and it looks like it is coming up, so we are live, and I am so excited to be talking to you guys right now. Let me just do a quick check on sound, and sound looks good, so we're going to go ahead and keep going. All right, thanks so much for dealing with a little bit of that awkwardness right now, and thank you for showing up, guys. We got a couple of people already coming here, and today we are talking about the Weeknd. Now, it is Weeknd Wednesday, and yesterday I feel like me and the 21 Pilots fans on this channel had a really good time together. We picked the best song from 21 Pilots, even though everybody was wrong. But today we're going to be talking about the Weeknd because you Weeknd fans matter, and the Weeknd is frankly amazing. And we need to do due diligence because he just came out with a new song with Lana Del Rey. Well, technically it's Lana Del Rey's song, but the Weeknd is kind of cool, you know, no matter whose record he's on. And so we're going to talk about that. Now, I will let you know this live stream isn't going to be super long because I want to make this video something that other people will be interested in watching later. So what I need your guys' help with is if you can pull up the lyrics for Lana Del Rey's Lust for Life, or if you want to take a look at those or something like that and join in this live stream for that purpose, go ahead and do that, and let's talk about what these different stanzas and verses mean and figure this out together. My goal is that we together can come up with a really good explanation of or review to this song, and I think it's going to be pretty fantastic overall. So your guys' assignment, find those lyrics and get back to me, and let's go ahead and jump into this song. So first of all, it was dropped today, and it's a pretty interesting song. The music is very slow, very rhythmic. The Weeknd is just doing an amazing job with his voice, and Lana Del Rey is doing a great job too. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know a ton about Lana Del Rey, and she's an artist that I'm committed to getting to know a little bit more because a lot of people from this channel apparently seem to really care about her music, and so I'm excited to get into it a little bit more and to learn a little bit about her. So I appreciate you guys pointing me in her direction. But this song is pretty cool. There's a lot going on musically. There's a lot of harmonies, and I read up a little bit of the background on it that she talked about in an interview, and she said essentially that the song had started with her singing what is now the chorus kind of as a verse, and so she had gone to Max Martin, the amazing Swedish guy who's responsible for almost all of the pop songs you listen to these days, and he said that he liked that verse and he thought of it as the chorus, and because he wanted to hear it more often. So she went through a lot of revisions, and I'll tell you, revisions are actually unique for a pop artist to do, just because. Well, actually, I was reading a book recently, and the book was saying that pop artists, well, the people who write pop songs for the pop artists, will actually go through multiple tracks in a week, and so they'll write like 50 songs or 20 songs or 10 songs in a week, and if they like one, then they'll keep it. But if they don't like one, they'll just get rid of it and they'll just do a completely new one because it's not worth it to go back and revise. So when Lana Del Rey in the interview says that she doesn't usually go back and revise, I mean, nobody does. So it's interesting that she did go back and that she valued the song enough. And for that, we get Lust for Life. But let's go ahead and take a look at the lyrics in the first verse. Guys, go ahead and comment your thoughts on it. I'm going to give my thoughts, and then we'll kick it back to you. She says, climb up the H of the Hollywood sign. Yeah, in these stolen moments, the world is mine. There's nobody here, just us together, keeping me hot like July forever. Now, we are leading up to something that's semi-sexual. The climb up the H of the Hollywood sign is a reference to a couple of things. The teaser trailer, for this album, Lust for Life, which is the name of the album, shows her in the H of the Hollywood sign living there, and she talks about being up and above the chaos of the city so that she can create cool things for people, and she claims that she's pure of heart and that she has good intentions, and so she's saying that she thinks that that's worthwhile in this crazy world we live in to give to the people. Now, what do you guys think about that? I'd be curious to hear. It's really going to depend on whether you like Lana Del Rey or not. But she says, in these stolen moments, the world is mine. And so we have this mythical feel to the entire thing. And there's nobody here, just us together, keeping me hot like July forever. So it's her and this guy, and they're apparently having sex together. So that's what's happening in verse 2. or verse 1, sorry. What do you guys think about that? Your thoughts, your feelings. I'm curious to hear if you react to that a particular way or if it makes you feel something unique. So somebody just asked to kick it back to some of these comments. First of all, hi, Kaylee, and hi to the rest of you guys. Hi, Doofy Pig. I like the name. Let's see. Attack of the Spinny Boys asks, what is the song and who is Lol? We're talking about Lust for Life by Lana Del Rey and The Weeknd. So it's a pretty cool song here by some pretty cool artists. Let's go ahead, and since I don't see a lot of comments coming in about your guys' thoughts on this, let's move down to the refrain. We're going to be talking now, because we're masters of our own fate. We're the captains of our own souls. There's no way for us to come away, because boy, we're gold, boy, we're gold. And I was like, and that's going to lead into the pre-chorus where she says, take off, take off, take off all your clothes. She and The Weeknd are going to sing that, and it's going to be pretty intense. And if you had any doubts that this song was about sex in some ways, there is going to be a lot of sex happening in the age of the Hollywood sign, apparently. They're masters of their own fate, so they're making their own decisions. It's basically the exact same thing as saying we're the captains of our own souls. There's no way for us to come away because boy, we're gold, boy, we're gold. So they're gold together. I'm saying that this is probably about a relationship. This is them saying, hey, we're going to stick together because we like each other. Together, we're golden. Like, we make this work. And it leads in naturally to them having sex in the pre-chorus. Take off, take off, take off all your clothes, take off, etc., etc. And then at the end of the pre-chorus, we hear, they say only the good die young. That just ain't right because we're having too much fun tonight. Now, only the good die young is a popular saying, but it's also a song that Billy Joel wrote. And it's actually a really cool song. April likes to joke that when we first started dating, I actually made her a mixtape with that song on it, and she thought that was kind of funny. Those of you who have listened to it will know what I mean. So the song Good Die Young, Only the Good Die Young by Billy Joel is essentially this guy saying, hey, like, it's not fun not having sex, not playing around. Like, don't be such a prude. Like, come and have sex with me and let's just have fun together and die young, essentially. Well, he says not die young, but wait, only the good die young. He's saying, let's live a little bit longer, and we're going to live longer because we're going to be having fun. Got a couple of comments coming in here. The awkward channel, uh-oh, sex, I'm joking. Yeah, I know what you mean, kind of, actually. I like the song Low Life Future featuring The Weeknd. It kind of feels cool to listen to it. Can you read and explain the lyrics? Not in this live stream, but possibly. Every Wednesday we're going to do a song by The Weeknd, so we'll see what happens. All right, moving on to the next stanza. We're going to be looking at the chorus, and this is the one that Max Martin liked so much, and it's got a really cool vibe to it. He says, we're having too much fun in the pre-chorus, and they're having too much fun tonight, and a lust for life, they say in the chorus. This is what's going to keep them alive, and that's essentially the chorus, just a lot of repetition here. Sometimes repetition is a sign that the songwriters don't have a lot to say, or that the music is what's most important, or that they're really trying to drive home a point. And in this case, I think it's probably a little bit of a mix of all three. I feel I would really like to have heard a little bit more in this chorus, but essentially they have a lust for life, so they want excitement. They're adrenaline junkies in some respect, or they really want sense experience, whether that's sexual or cool new places to visit or new things to see, things like that, new people to meet, whatever the case may be. They just want the best out of life, and that's what they're saying here in the chorus. This is what keeps them alive and keeps them going. I saw a comment on the actual audio video for this, and somebody noted the irony that one of Lana Del Rey's other albums was Born to Die, and I haven't listened to it much, but it is interesting that she went from that to Lust for Life. Let's see. Compact Void, I'm in school and I'm secretly watching. Interesting. Andy Schmandy, will you do Hard Times with Paramore in a video? I definitely will. And just for anybody who's just joining, we are talking about Lust for Life by Lana Del Rey and The Weeknd. We're going stanza by stanza. And if you guys have a way, or if you have a thought on this, please share it. I want that to be part of the video. Now let's see. Becca Hearts You says down here, Lana has a way of romanticizing kind of depressing thoughts, I think. And Becca Hearts You, I very much agree. From what little I've heard, she kind of takes this sort of persona of somebody who's above us a little bit on a spiritual sense. I think she is into some New Age stuff. And especially if you look at the teaser trailer, you kind of feel like she's this mystic on a mountain and she wants people to think of her that way. And she really does seem to romanticize things a little bit. Now, she does a lot of other good things and her voice is amazing. So I'm definitely not hating, but it is interesting. Let's see if we can find any more of that in the lyrics here. So let's pull back to verse 2. Then we dance on the H of the Hollywood sign. So this is definitely a romantic thing to do. Even if she's not over-romanticizing something, this is romanticization of an event for sure. Till we run out of breath, gotta dance till we die. That's probably just a metaphor for life. And then my boyfriend's back and he's cooler than ever. There's no more night, blue skies forever. Now, this is, frankly, the most difficult part of the song for me, and I would love to hear what you guys think about this. Because is her boyfriend the character that The Weeknd is playing, who's asking her to take her clothes off, or is her boyfriend somebody else? And I happen to think that The Weeknd is the boyfriend, but it's a little bit iffy here. So they're dancing till they die, they're having fun, they're living life. The boyfriend's back and he's cooler than ever. There's no more nights, there's no more sad times, it's just blue skies forever. In the Lust for Life trailer, Lana Del Rey actually talks a little bit about times such as these, and she shows this short clip of the flame in the Statue of Liberty going out and just disappearing. And so you kind of get a feeling that she's and the flame, Lady Liberty, stands for being welcome to people from all other countries to come to America. And so you get the feeling that she's talking about, when she says times such as these, the recent U.S. political election, which personally I'm kind of like, can life be about nothing else other than American politics? Because I'm really sick and tired of it. I don't know about you guys. I'm guessing that you probably are too, because I feel like the world is, honestly. But anyway, so she says that, and so she is providing with this record and with this album in general, an opportunity for her to, or for us just to kind of party and forget our worries, essentially, for a little while. Kind of that romanticization. And I like what the Awkward Channel says here. On a serious note, I don't really like this song. It's just a generic sex song to me. And honestly, I think the chorus is a generic sex chorus. And let me pull over to this. And the pre-chorus, the one where they say, take off your clothes, take off your clothes. And so that part of it, I really don't like, honestly. But because it just doesn't feel unique or interesting, and really you're this mystic from the H who lives in the H of the Hollywood sign, and it's all weird and spiritual, and we're going to come back, and what do we resolve to do? We're going to take your clothes off. Yeah, I'm not such a big fan of that part. I mean, I love the vocalization, I love the music here, but I have mixed feelings for sure about the chorus and pre-chorus. Well, not so much the chorus as much as just the pre-chorus. Kendella says, maybe I'm reading way too much into this, but considering that the song is called Lust for Life, don't you think that the take off all your clothes line is a metaphor for living life to the fullest? That really could be. It could be about getting rid of your inhibitions and freeing yourself from expectations or from limitations, and just kind of going out there and doing whatever the heck you want to do. That is definitely a possibility, and I would say that there's probably two elements of that. Partially, she does say my boyfriend's back, and so when you mention sexual elements and you mention a boyfriend, it definitely feels like there is a sexual connotation there, and I'm not going to doubt that. But what you're saying too could also be the case at the same time. Now, of course, who am I? I am just the humble pop song professor. I am not the god of song lyrics, so I could be wrong on this, but I will just say that I agree with me, and I agree with you. Ashgar Assad says, even I'm sick of American politics, and I'm not even American. Thank you. Hello, I'm new to your channel. Love the videos you do. Thanks, Noodles Studios. You are awesome for being here. Bro, how do you put your comments like this and face cam? That is a good question, and I can't answer it right now because we're focusing on the topic at hand, but I can explain that in a different video sometime. Well, a couple of people are requesting. It's called OBS, or, well, open something software. Anyway, I could do another video about it or comment it sometime. All right, back to the song at hand. What have we got here? Because we're the masters of our own fate, we're the captains of our own soul, so we're back to the refrain, we go back through the pre-chorus, we go through the chorus. The bridge is a little bit unique here, and it's the last unique stanza. I don't think there is, other than that it rhymes with night, personally, but it could just be that she's emphasized it twice. She's made it known more than once. This just wasn't some offhanded comment she made at one point. The green light is the interesting part, and I do want to refer to that because it's a little bit of a mishandling of the original green light metaphor that F. Scott Fitzgerald uses in The Great Gatsby. Real quick, Ewan Ayman asks, is the song out yet? It is out, and it is on Spotify, and you should go listen to it and make up your mind for yourself on all of this stuff. Neymar Cruz, can you sing us the song? No, you don't want that. What happened to the stream? The stream should be back. Yes, it's back. Cool. Well, as I was saying, when she mentions the green light, it is a little bit of a mishandling of the original metaphor by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and you can see it right here in the bridge where she says, there's no stopping now, green lights forever. Now, the green light in The Great Gatsby is actually a reference to longing that can never be satisfied. And so when she says green lights forever, it's like she's saying that there will always be that green light at the edge of the dock of this woman that I love across the lake, because that's what happens in The Great Gatsby. Awesome novel, by the way. You should read it. And Gatsby is reaching towards that green light, and he dreams of it. And it's always the symbol of the happy past and the future that will never be, but the thing that he wants to happen in the future. And so when she says that there's this green light, it's green lights forever. The literal symbolic interpretation of that would mean that she's never going to be with this guy and she's always going to be wishing that she were, but she misuses it a little bit, reapplies it just to mean it's something else. Or she could just be referring to the fact that a green light means go, which honestly, now that I think about it, is probably a fairer interpretation of it, just if we don't want to suggest that she's doing it wrong or using the symbol wrong, but it still seems confusing. Like, green lights mean something in literature, and for you to come at this from a literary aspect, like she does with a lot of her songwriting and kind of the way she presents herself, she's very, very, highbrow in some sense as far as pop goes, and so, I don't know. I think that that's an interesting debate anyway that could be up for debate with anybody out there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my explanation of it, answer a few questions, and then we're going to peace out of here. But essentially, this is an interesting song. It's got some good points and some good ideas, but it's also a little bit uncomfortable in places. There's some debate about whether it handles the green light metaphor well or not, but essentially it's about living life to the fullest, a lust for life, wanting to get the best out of life and to get the most out of life with somebody that you love, and apparently that includes a lot of sex. All right. What are you guys saying here? I've made my mistakes, Potato Potato has said. From a guy whose name is Potato Potato, I'm not sure I can believe that. You seem to have it all together. Random Gamer in the Creed, how do you know things? I know things because I use literary analysis, a wonderful tool that I learned after two college degrees. That's weird because I live in Egypt and the song is not out on Weeknd channel. It's not out on the Weeknd's channel, I don't think. I think it's out on Lana Del Rey's channel. The song is kind of cool. I prefer Love, though, and Best American Record, too. Love was pretty interesting, honestly. Both of them honestly have that dark type of vibe with their songs. You are so right, and that's why Lana Del Rey is a really good fit for The Weeknd. Lust is a desire to have sex with someone, which is a sin, and she is definitely referring to that lust for sex when she refers to a lust for life. That's how badly she wants to live life well and excitingly. This is off topic, but do you think America made pop? America did not make pop. Sweden made pop. I love Gatsby. Me too. Is there a lyric where The Weeknd puts on a cotton in the song? No, there's not. They are not promoting safe sex. That doesn't happen very often in pop music, to be honest, if you haven't been listening for a while. Favorite The Weeknd song? Definitely for the sound. For the lyrics, Can't Feel My Face in the Hills. For the sound, In the Night, I think, or the one that's in Waltz Time. Can I ask you a question? If you do it quickly, because I'm heading out soon. Have you listened to Lana's Best American Record? I have not, and I apparently need to. What do you think about the new song? And what's your favorite Lana Del Rey song? Summertime Sadness is my favorite one. I know it's super, super mainstream. I haven't gotten enough into her to really figure out a true favorite song. What do I think about the new song? Personally, it's not a style that I spend a lot of time listening to. The songs I like listening to, just like my perfect sound, is a little bit higher tempo. It's a little bit cheerier, honestly, and it's not quite so, I'm a mystic on the mountain, and I'm going to bring you some secrets of the new age world and nature, blah, 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 which that is honestly and probably an unfair caricature of the song and of Lana Del Rey. There's a lot of good happening in the song, and I say that because that's the bad things that I get out of the song, and there are good things too. Her voice is amazing, the production value is high, the Weeknd is cool, but yeah. All right, guys, I am going to peace out of here. I didn't get that question from Louis. I'm sorry to see that, but I will let you know. Expect to do more live videos like this. I need your guys' help, so come ready to explain these songs with me. And check me out on Instagram. That is a really great place for us to kind of meet and chat with each other, usually. I like to share videos or messages or pictures or whatever, just about how my day is going, and it's a good way to keep in contact with you guys. And here is the other thing, is if you want to be a part of this video, this channel completely relies on people like you guys watching the videos, of course, but it also relies on patrons. Patreon is a really great place, and I'm thinking about starting a super secret, detailed, awesome podcast only for patrons at the $1 per month level. So that's a really great place to not only support this channel, but to get some more of the behind the scenes stuff about your favorite artist. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Patreon link is in the description. You guys are in the awesome. Louis did ask, what are your thoughts on Nav? I don't really have any thoughts on Nav. Not a big fan of what I have heard, but I am keeping an open mind. Thanks for watching, everybody. I have to press the stop button, and I hope that you guys have an awesome, awesome day. Expect more videos like this for sure. Toodaloo.